As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A.J. Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. Love, they go play action now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. On 1st and 10, Love. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mon going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Cook a first down and more. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A give. This is Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Bond looks to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 8 coming up. Working out of the gun. Love. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive trading. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Left side, Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Mond setting up the screen for Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Final play of the half, Love. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Spinning past him, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 27. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 9. Now a give to Madison. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 19-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Handoff comes to Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Second down and 8. Love from the gun. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
First down, Love to pass. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down now, it's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Nifty move. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Love looking to throw it. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Off the play fake, Mon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Pettis, powering his way forward. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Love with a give to Dillon.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Now a run with Dillon.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he fires one incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Love looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add on to their lead. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Kevin King with a pick.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they will take a knee here. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Packers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.